Hi folks, welcome to the next video on freestyle design. In this one I'm just going to concentrate on the bleed area, sometimes known as the safe area, and also the crease line on the page. This area is the one that seems to cause the most sort of confusion out there, so I'm just going to go over it in a little bit of detail in this one little video for you. Firstly, let's concentrate on the crease line. So the crease line is this black line that runs down the centre of the spread there. Now obviously this isn't a physical representation of the crease. The crease is very subtle and it is there to be designed over, but there is one particular thing that we advise against doing, and I'll just illustrate that by just dragging an image on. Now because I've got a nice blank page on the right side there, rather than adding a picture box, I'm just going to grab the image here that I'm going to use and just drop it on. That way it creates a picture box that's the right ratio to the image. I'll just constrain the proportions so that I don't change the ratio. Just resize it. Right, okay, and then I'm just going to move this. This is going to be the first of a row of images that run across this top. There we go. Into position and make it slightly bigger. There you go. That is what we advise against doing. It's probably the only thing that looks distracting when designing over the crease is if the crease runs right through somebody's face. Simply rectify this. You can make that fractionally smaller, just nudge it across a bit. There you go, and the crease is just dropping down the side there, or vice versa, you can make it bigger to do the same thing really. For the purposes of this design I am going to make it smaller because I'm going to get about 3 images across this top row. So there we go. Just get that in a bit of a better position. Okay, so moving on to the safe area or the bleed area. The bleed area is this area here between the red dotted line and the edge of the spread. The bleed area is where we cut the book when it's in production. So we print it, it's bound together, and then we cut the block to give it those nice smooth straight edges. So this area is meant to be designed in or kept within, one or the other really. These two images illustrate it perfectly really. The one on the left that we put on in the last tutorial, the image has gone right to the edge of the page and beyond it actually in this case, but you can see in that area there is nothing of significance that's a problem if we lose it. If the bride's head was up here, a bit higher up, potentially you could lose some of that when it comes to the production of the book. So anything that's of no significance can lie in there quite nicely and not a problem. Similar with the feet here, we've kept them well within it. If you've got an image that sits on the page but doesn't go into the safe area, then it needs to roughly be this distance from it, about the same again. This is no good, just putting it right up against it there as well, because you'll find, especially if you've got an edge of an image, that it can just skim it, and again it doesn't look quite right. So come well within it. That's no good part way in it because you might lose some of it. You might have a white line where it just crops across the top of it. The blade can fall really anywhere in this area, so the right thing to do is just keep it again about the same distance within. You can go a touch closer actually if you really did want to. An ideal is about the same distance again onto the page. So that pretty much covers the bleed area and the crease line. We're going to continue this page design in the next tutorial, which will deal with aligning your images and spacing them. Thanks for watching. For more tutorials, go to the website ashtonphotographics.co.uk.